Hello there! If you're watching this video, it's probably because you have the extreme honor and privilege of leading kids in worship. So I'm here to say thank you, and you're doing amazing. This song is super special to me. Tyler helped write this song for the grown-ups at our church, but we had to make a version of it just for kids. I hope this song brings miracles and healings and a sweet presence of God into your services. Now, let's break it down. Here's your reminder that I'm mirroring these motions for people that are leading the kids in worship, meaning you're probably in front of the children in your room. We like to have the worship leaders learn the opposite direction of the kids. So worship leaders, this explanation is for you. Our amazing kids worship songs always have the kids initiating with their right arm or the right foot. So the leaders facing the kids, you'll be doing everything to the left side first. Shout out lefties. If you're a volunteer in the room and not quite to the point of leading worship in front of the kids, that's okay. You can still keep watching this to hear more of the heart behind the movements. Just reverse everything I'm doing and follow along just like you would in a kid service. Let's talk through the chorus. The motions to this song really just express and reiterate the words that are being sung. Let's talk through the patterns that happen on the chorus, then add it to the words. The 4 lines in this chorus always have the same big swoop motions with your arms, like this. Swoop, swoop. You got it. You're gonna push your arms up in a worshipful and meaningful way at the top of every single line of the chorus. The next pattern to talk through is the second part of each sentence. This changes all 4 times. Here we go. On the first line of the first chorus, you're gonna do the same big swoop and have your arms here, but then you're gonna bring one arm down to your heart at a time, like this. So you'll bring your left arm, then your right arm down on the words, "He's everything I need." So all together, it goes like this. Jesus is my healer. He's everything I need. The next line says, "He alone has triumphed," and you do the same thing with that big arm swoop. And instead of bringing your arms one at a time down to your heart, you're gonna bring your arms down to a low V position, one at a time, just like you did before, just a little bit different. So all together, it goes like this. He alone has triumphed over sickness and disease. The next line is a little bit different, but we're still going to do a big push on the words, "Fear, where is your power?" And you're just going to bring your arms down through your heart and go out in a big cross on the words, "The cross is your defeat." The last line is simple. You're just going to do one big swoop with your arms just like this, push them up just like we had in the beginning, and leave them there in a posture of worship the entire time. Let's put it all together. So here we go. Jesus is my healer. He's everything I need. He alone has triumphed over sickness and disease. Fear, where is your power? The cross is your defeat. Jesus is my healer. He has won the victory. That's awesome. Let's talk about the bridge. The lyrics in the bridge are so powerful. And the great thing about it is that it repeats a simple truth over and over again. So let's break it down. On the words, "Everything bows at his name," you're gonna take one arm and kind of pull it across your body like this, like a little swoop, like everything's bowing at his name. When that line repeats, you just switch sides. So you're gonna start with your left arm, then it says it again, and you'll do your other arm. So all together, it looks like this. Everything bows at his name. Everything bows at his name. On the word sickness, you're gonna put one arm out like this. kind of like you're surrendering or offering up your sickness to Jesus. You'll do the same thing with the other arm on the word darkness. Then on the word chains, you just simply reiterate your surrender and kind of bounce your arms like this. So all together, it looks like this: sickness, darkness, chains. To end the bridge, you're going to roll your arms towards your body, towards your heart, and then kind of throw them up over your head in a big worshipful surrendering moment. This part feels a little bit dancey maybe, but I felt like this movement in particular really represents an act of surrender and belief that God can break our chains, darkness, and sickness if we just give it all to Him. So let's try the bridge together. Everything bows at His name. Everything bows at His name. Sickness, darkness, chains, break at the name of Jesus. Now, sometimes when the music gets bigger and bigger, you might see us in the video or feel it on your own that you might want to rock a little bit or bounce or add something because the beat starts to pick up. Just do what you feel comfortable with. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Let's try it with the music.
Jesus is my healer. He's everything I need. He alone has triumphed over sickness and disease. Fear, where is your power? The cross is your defeat. Jesus is my healer. He has won the victory. Jesus is my healer. He has won the victory. Everything bows at His name. Everything bows at His name. Sickness, darkness, chains break at the name of Jesus. Everything bows at His name. Everything bows at His name. Sickness, darkness, chains break at the name of